Yeah, come on, YouTube. Go live. Yes, yeah, we're live on YouTube. So I figured we'll call this a drunken reaction, Jay, because yeah, so I snuck in through different means a whole bottle of Evan Williams honey for the Odyssey 2026 Christopher Nolan film, Jay.
You didn't bring enough, did you?
I did not
Mm-hmm.
was an hour into this film. And I was texting you and Gore King. I'm like, boy, this wasn't enough, Jay. Like, listen, I mean, so this is my first time doing this because usually I just do like Jay. The past 6 months, I've been doing a lot of YouTube shorts because I don't like Jeremy Johns does like his 5 minute, 6 minute reviews. Will be in Drinker does 5, 6 minute reviews. They take time, which I usually don't have because, as I talked to you about, it is now 11:14 p.m. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, and I've been crushing myself and doing 18, 19 hour fucking days. These 5, 6 minute reviews, they take time. But so shorts are simpler, just get out of the theater, talk real quick, upload to my phone. For a film like The Odyssey, as every minute's going by, and I'm like, this film, I can't make a short, Jay. A film like
No,
this,
yeah,
there's no way in hell. So
yeah, and I was always
hey, wait.
fond of the quote about, I would have wrote you a shorter letter, but I didn't have time. Right?
Yeah.
The if you're going to do like a 5 minute video or whatever, you got to sit and think about that and like condense things down to the key points or whatever.
Oh
versus
God.
just reacting. And the problem is, you're not just going to do a minute of reacting to this one. This is a bit more of a meal.
I mean, because so many films this year, Jay. Like so many films only. Honestly, the film like The Mummy only takes 90 seconds. But a film like The Odyssey, I'm like, man, I've been killing shorts this entire year, but not this time. One time, I'm like, oh boy. So let's see, resend it. So I'm trying to sync my Twitter. So yeah, so I still have my Regal Cup right here, Jay, and Regal Cup, a nice American shirt for a nice American film because apparently the Odyssey is a very good American film in 2026.
Well, we had British actors speaking in American accents.
Oh, we definitely did. So let's see where to start with this film, Jay. Well, I mean, off the bat, anybody knows me where number one, it's a 25 minute drive to the mall, and it said starting at 7 p.m. I timed it my phone, didn't start until actually 7:35. So for a 3 hour film, 35 minutes of fucking previews to say the least.
Sure.
Yeah. So, and it's taking 3 hours and driving home. So this is a good 4 hours out of my fucking day. This is a damn sure a time sink to say the least. So, it's like me not paying for it. And we're seeing right now too, the whole like, all right. So as you notice too, that they're showing a variety show the ticket prices. So ticket prices in my area are $18 for a single ticket. IMAX, as you said, this isn't IMAX, this is Limax. Yeah. They were sold out, which of course they are heavily promoting, Jay, like, hey, this is filmed at 100% IMAX. Go see IMAX. Go see 70 millimeter IMAX. Cross state lines. Go spend $35 for a fucking ticket. And I'm like, and Christian's busy with teenager stuff right now, but like to take my kid to go see a proper IMAX, Jay, would be $70 fucking to go take my kid to see a film. I'm not blowing $70 to see a film like Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. There's no fucking way.
Well, then you have refreshments and any gas and all that stuff to go there.
Oh, and it's still, that's what I said. Promo Rico. I bought, again, people like me go see the theaters. This bullshit, this cup right here. This is fuck after taxes, $10.50 fucking cents for this soda cup right here. Now I bought in January because I paid for the year. I paid $40 for the year. For the rest of 2026, I get half off. So with taxes and fees, this is still basically $6 fucking dollars, and this is with me paying half off $6. Yeah. So like you said, if I go see a film, it's $70 just for the ticket. Let alone if you want this, yeah. So to say the least, I'm
you're gonna drop $100 just to see this.
Yeah.
Did you get $100 for the movie?
I got something.
Oh.
But yeah, they are promoting the fuck. So my theater or my local area has RPX and we have IMAX. So as you said, it's called Limax, and still that's $25 for a ticket. Both showings were sold out, and I'm like, boy, they are really pushing the fucking IMAX. And I'm like, you know what? I mean, because with the Regal app, I'll pay $4 for the surcharge, and I'm like, you know what? For $4, I'll see if it's worth the experience. But I'm like, it's sold out. So I went to go see in standard showing, and I'm like, okay. As you said many times, Jay, Nolan has a very shitty tendency for his audio to his goddamn credit, it's hard to say this, I actually understood the actors. I actually, I for the first time in maybe a decade, I actually understood the dialogue for the first time. Jay, I'm
Wow,
like,
I mean, it's a
wow,
great day for America. Let's go.
it definitely is, man. So
So that's one thing that I've kind of been asking people what their experience was with the audio, and
yeah,
it seems very hit and miss. I don't know if it's format related or if it's just
yeah,
theater sound systems or what, but some people like couldn't hear it well, especially like on the water or anything like that, because it just kind of drowns out the vocals. Others had no problems at all. I think so the experiences may vary. Ideally, I would hope that the big boy IMAX theaters do not have any problems with audio, but I don't know.
yeah. Again, in like my theater, because there was a 7, because I was working all day. There was a 7:30 showing, a 10 p.m. showing, and I'm like, dude, I'm up since fucking 4 a.m. I'm not catching a 10 o'clock showing with half-hour previews. I'm not staying up till 1 o'clock in the morning. Also drinking up because I know I'm gonna need it, Jay. I'm not drinking this shit at 1 o'clock. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah, sir, we need you to leave.
yeah. So I also made the mistake because, and I did check. Let's see, on on YouTube in the other formats. So I typed in Google this morning as I'm working where to watch the Odyssey from 1996, and yes, it is actually free on. So it's 97. So
97, I
97.
believe.
Okay, yes. So it is actually free on YouTube and Tubi. So I listened to it. I watched it. It's a 2-parter, hour and a half each. And boy, I forgot how much I was 16 and still high school when this came out, Jay. And of course, Armand Asante. God, of course, I can't think. I always think about fucking Judge Dredd.
Yeah, the law.
It's like, but holy fuck! Now, of course, some modern people could say, "Well, the of course the effects look dated." Well, yes, they do. It's 1997. Plus,
Also, it was made for TV.
They didn't have a $200 million fucking budget, but they show Athena, actual Athena. They actually show Poseidon, actual Poseidon. They show Hermes. This is a very well crafted film, which is of course free on Amazon Prime and Tubi and YouTube. I can 100% tell you, I watched this today. This is a way more faithful adaptation of the Odyssey than what the fuck I just walked out of.
Yeah, so there's there's always the question when you have an adaptation that is, it's not a good adaptation. I'll give you that. I mean, I think
goddamn
that's
right,
absolutely
Dwayne.
correct. So
Yeah,
the question is that if you just take the movie as it is, which I think you'll have a decent audience that really don't know the Odyssey at all. We not a lot of people reading it these days because schools have moved away from some of the classics and all that. So if you just saw it as a movie and you ignore the Odyssey, do you think it's a good movie or at least better because of that, or do you have problems with it just on its own?
I'm not going to lie. I mean, again, obviously, this is 1997. This practical effects. The Cyclops in this movie, and I'm not even fucking joking, was more believable and better than its fucking 2026 CGI Cyclops. And again, I get, okay, well, its practical effects looks kind of cheesy. For a film that's almost 30 years old, yes, it looks more polished. And also, remember, and Hercules, as much as cheesy as Hercules and Xena could be, the eye should be right here, right? Why is the eye like this now, Jay, in the new one?
So I'm pretty sure that Nolan used like the creature designer that Guillermo del Toro uses.
Okay.
And so he wanted to make it kind of, I think, an abomination.
Yeah.
And so you have this eye that by the way, we had all joked about it when we saw some of the stills from it, or like little clips from the trailer or whatever. My wife had never seen any of those things. As soon as that Cyclops came on, she was like, "Is that?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is."
I'm not gonna lie. I wonder.
It looks like a vagina.
I want to have sex with it.
yeah. There's a vagina on the face, and that was when I found out that Del Toro's creature guy was involved. I was like, that makes sense. Yep.
Yeah. No, it's not the best stills right here. But so okay.
By the way, this right now, it's literally holding a doll. I mean, the legs don't move or anything, and it
Yeah.
just bites it, and
It,
the legs kind of just stay stiff or whatever. And it was like, really, is this as good as we could do with practical effects?
it looked very it's so over the top CGJ. We're like again watching the
So that's not. I don't think it's actually CG. I mean,
Really?
yeah. So this is supposed to be practical. But again, I mean, he's holding a doll and just bites its head off.
Yeah.
And it looks like a doll while he's holding it. And so if you're going to do practical, then I mean, try and do something to give it to the. But I think this kind of fantastic element doesn't fit with Nolan's.
Like right here, that has life to it. That has expression. It has meaning. Like it just on top of two. So, well, technically speaking, so in the new one, it just like after they stab it in the eye, it goes in the background, it's crying. It's like what are you saying? It's this one in the Amon Asante one actually has dialogue, and of course the whole nobody who stabbed me in the eye, nobody, of course, brothers, fathers beside me, nobody just stabbed me in the eye, nobody's trying to kill me. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know?
Yeah. But again, because you have a different characterization for in motivation for Odysseus, you know, because of his hubris and pride, he has to tell him, oh yeah, I'm Odysseus, you know, of Ithaca and all that. And, is that right? I'm calling my daddy, and he gonna whoop your ass, and he does. This one is different because again, I mean they don't have the conversation with the Cyclops where the Cyclops tells him, "Oh yes, I'll give you the hospitality. I'll just eat you last." Right? That's his thing. So this again, from an adaptation standpoint, this is a problem. The thing about Nolan's Odyssey, if I ignore the you know, it's running afoul of Homer and just look at it as a movie. The problem I have is that the days and nights are just, I mean, in the blink of an eye, no pun intended. There's no like plotting. You don't have the discussion about, you know, let's disguise ourselves as sheep. It's just like, here, let's put straw on you, and there we go.
That's all,
you know,
gone.
the oh look, he opened the door, he's got. It's just it makes the interaction weightless, right? And I think that was true for a lot of the things that happened, is because Nolan is doing his nonlinear storytelling, and essentially what Odysseus is doing is talking to his therapist Calypso. Boy, is that a difference in characterization.
So Charlize Theron also recently, I can't help but mention this, like her and Red Carpet, it's like I get the whole Ozempic thing. For Christ's sakes, girl, eat a sandwich. It's like it's this Ozempic craze, Jay. Holy fuck! Like even they show a trailer for the new. Of course, they're making a new Meet the Fockers film, and they showed Ariana Grande. At least in the new Meet the Fockers, she seems like she gained 5 pounds. But like now you see her, it's like honey, like being 76 pounds is not healthy. It looks disturbing. Like, but yeah, Charlize is. Look at her enough. If Fury Road, she's a pretty decent sized woman. Man, recently it's like stop dropping half your body weight. It's like scary.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, the thing about Hollywood is that they've always had like come and go with the fashion of eating disorders, and now this time you don't even have to worry about sticking your finger down your throat. You can just take a pill and call it a day. But yeah, I think that I have a problem with the characterization of anyone in this movie. I mean, it is you don't understand who Odysseus really is, other than sad man who's talking to his therapist. You know, his men distrust him from the beginning, which makes no real sense. I mean, they're looking more at Patel, you know, his second in command, as the leader, than they are Odysseus. And you know, from a character standpoint, Odysseus in this movie is kind of dumb.
Very, and top of, like, you know, people could like Jay, we always start promote people from Niat to Nick, and like I watch other people from Jeremy Johns. Boy, Jeremy Johns' comment section, it's pretty fun. But I did see Anna, that Star Wars girl, and she goes and she's like, I have one of my kids named after Greek mythology, and like Odysseus, especially in the Armando Sante film, is pretty intelligent. He's the one who has the idea for the Trojan horse. He
He's
outsmarts the Cyclops. He's
he's
smart.
renowned for being the most
Yeah,
clever.
boy, is he a fucking moron in this film.
Yeah, I mean,
Holy shit.
he makes the Trojan horse, and has the sense to bring to have Sinon, which is Elliot Page.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, that's not in the Odyssey. That's in Virgil's The Aeneid.
Yeah.
But has Sinon come out? They of course kill Sinon. He anticipated this result because he needed a convincing performance from Sinon to convince the Trojans to bring it in.
Yeah.
And then is shocked and amazed that they're sacking Troy, except that he's a general who has experience. This is exactly what happened. He's had 10 years around people to know that they're gonna do this, and that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
But for some reason he has PTSD over it.
I don't say there's so much to unpack, Jay. I don't say off the bat, let's just do the controversy. Of course, like some people would defend this, and people, I still call her Ellen Page. People get pissed off that I call her Ellen Page, whatever. But the opening minute, she gets killed. Okay, and of course, it's been over fucking Twitter. The whole like, okay, she has armor. She's just like this. She's like that running. It is painful to watch. Also,
it's worse than the AI jokes that people were making.
I'm not. And people have said it too. It looks like a fucking like in Living Color or SNL skit when she's running with that armor. It's like this fucking weird kind of like you can see like Brad Pitt or Eric Bana running with armor. Like this looks like some fucking like Dollar Tree foam rubber kind of fucking armor, and she's just like this.
It's too big because this person is tiny.
Yes.
And so they can't put their arms down along their sides to run like a normal human,
like to see like this, right? And of
yeah,
course,
it's like my kids trying to run around in like a chest plate that I would
like,
be wearing.
listen, I'm all about fitness. People know me. Like I like weightlifting. Talk to Nick about this stuff. I'm all about shadow boxing. The whole recent what's funny too is if you type in right now, not even I tried to Google. I pull it up. The Odyssey 2026 cast. Why is she the first person to come up on the cast list when the main character is Matt Damon and Odysseus?
Yeah, well,
Makes you wonder.
The thing is that the oh my god, we're outraged about the casting or whatever, and I just look at it and go, you should be much more outraged about this script.
Yeah,
this writing is terrible.
But with the whole like the marketing, like the people like have this whole thing. Okay, she's Achilles. No, she's not. But like, and Jay is somebody who's
she might as well be because Achilles is only mentioned, and I think it's by Menelaus.
Yeah,
but yeah, you have Sinon instead. And then you talk to Sinon again at in the land of the dead. But that's it. And it's oh my gosh, you betrayed me. And it's like, yeah, I did. I mean, again, this is what I had to do. Although again, not in the original Odyssey. It's in Virgil's version, but the idea that Odysseus is a clever man,
yes,
and looks to get things done. Okay, that's what he did, and again, he absolutely admits to that.
Yeah.
Why is he then an idiot who doesn't understand that they will be sacking the damn city? Oh, by the way, the sacking of the city looks more like the bonfire for the local high school football pep band rally got a little out of hand. I would point you to the Brad Pitt Troy movie to look at that sacking where they are actually showing taking babies from women, smashing them against the walls and throwing them out windows. Because that's what Agamemnon's command was.
Yeah.
Right. They know that this is the consequence of that.
Yeah. I was saying before, it's like the whole like okay, marketing recent's been like, hey, listen, like whatever, Elliot, if you want to see Elliot Page just like doing shadow boxing and getting ripped abs and stuff. Jay, you're a pretty big guy by all means, and I weigh about 230 right now. Sweetheart, I'm glad you're training. You're looking good. You do understand the fact that if you punch me, right, you weigh about 97, maybe 90, 97.5 fucking
I don't,
pounds.
I don't, I'm not sure even in that range. I mean,
Yeah. So
the pipe cleaner legs.
I just this whole like okay, I'm training shadow fucking boxing. I've been hit, and I'm gonna say this in fucking prison. I've been punched by men that weigh over 200 fucking pounds. It hurts, and it's
Yeah.
pretty fucking impactful. I have stitches and dislocated shoulder. I've been hit by remember grown men that weigh 200 fucking pounds. Sweetheart, you're not even 100 fucking
Yeah,
pounds. It's
you're a
just,
child.
besides
You're literally a child.
yeah, so it's like so the whole like oh well this was a predominant soldier that was brave and a predominant boy soldier. Is Hollywood out of like male actors you could have cast that at least would have like looked feasible and impressive in Greek armor? Because this looks
Well,
again painful.
I
Like,
mean, the answer is yes, because I saw the rest of this cast. There's no grown man in this movie other than maybe Mentor, and they make him look
Matt Damon.
kind of Matt Damon doesn't look like a grown ass man.
He's got some arms on him though.
He does, but he is
Yeah.
also not very big, and he's just short, and again, he's just wandering around looking dumb. You know, the only reason he looks like a man is a beard, but that's it. But there's nobody that looks like, oh shit, that guy's been in war. Agamemnon just looks like Batman. You know, and he's aura farming the whole time, and it's like this is
also
no.
I couldn't help but think to myself, Jay, because recently I know it's a side tangent, but like so apparently Ryan Hurst, I think he's a fucking big deal. What's he 6'4"?
Yeah, 6'4", yeah.
He was injured and they said he tore a bicep. He's gonna need surgery, but like he's got when he's sparring with Tom Holland. Ryan Hurst is a big motherfucker. So
Yeah, he is.
People say, oh, he couldn't play Kratos. Did you see him for the limited screen time he has in this fucking film? Guy's got some big fucking arms. He would be a good Kratos.
Yeah, I think he is. I mean, he clearly has the voice for it because he played Thor in God of War Ragnarok,
and he's got fucking arms on him, man. When he's sparring, like this is a big fucking dude. Like,
yeah,
come on, man.
And he was beefing up to be Kratos. Is how he tore his bicep. But the thing is that he's by far. I mean, he's the guy that looks like, oh look, the grown man showed up.
He's probably the biggest dude in the movie,
right? By far. But also he's still like walking around kind of collapsed shoulders, right? You know, and not just showing, his size. And my God, the suitors. I mean, it just looks like I said on Diaz. I mean, it just looks like a looks maxing convention.
I wasn't the only person when that opening happened. Yeah, I literally busted out laughing. So I started laughing. Like it felt like a sketch comedy show.
Yeah,
when Ellen Page.
What we needed is when that happened is like I'm wearing hockey pads.
Thanks, Kicker. Yeah. But as you said too, and the suitors, man, like the suitors from the Armando Sante film felt like actual suitors. Like, so we have Robert Pattinson playing Robert Pattinson, and
well, I mean, but like the Twilight era, Pattinson, right? I mean, they're like fops, and very effeminate men. But that's again, you just look and it was like, man, all you need is one. It doesn't help that John Leguizamo is supposed to be like, the man of the area. And look, I mean, there are two performances that I will applaud from this movie. The woman who played Cersei nailed it. Oh my God,
Cersei.
She was fantastic.
Now, again, me and NJ, I think we are fair by all means. I'm not here to 100% shit all over this fucking film because, okay, let's say this right now. Some people are saying this film is a fucking 1 out of 10, the worst film of all time. That's bullshit. No.
Also, it's not a Uwe Boll movie.
Some people are all saying this is the greatest film of all time, 10 out of 10. That's bullshit.
They have only seen one movie. And it was this one.
I do, as well too. The scenes when she's turning the guys into fucking pigs and ripping their fucking faces, those were good scenes. Those her
reaction when she's kind of acting nervous, physically like intimidated, and all of that, right? All of that is just it's dead on. And then her talking, her kind of wistful, lost, and again, I mean, I think the actress herself's a bit unhinged at times, but she, now again, they absolutely changed Cersei and her motivations from the original. I'm just talking about what happened in the movie. She was great. Oh God, yeah, no, yeah, we're Greeks from Mythica.
Oh, we'll get to that later too.
And the best part is the look on the guy's face where he's like, "Bro, I'm gonna need to see some ideas."
Yeah, did you know, I like we have there's Asian actors in this film, there's Indian actors in this film, there's white people, there's black people. I'm so glad that Greek in 3000 BC was modern California.
Very inclusive, inclusive people.
There's Canadians, there's Irish, there's American Indians, there's everybody. Everybody's a part of the Odyssey.
Yeah, red and yellow, black and white. They are precious in Agamemnon's sight.
Oh, Christ, yeah.
But even the transformation is actually interrupted by Nolan's constant editing. Right? I mean, if you think the fight scenes are hard, we're in the middle of doing transforming a man into a pig, and again doing it very well, and he's cut to do the shots. If what he's trying to do is swap out prosthetics, so that you can then do the next thing or whatever, get somebody who actually knows how to direct that shit to do it, because this ain't it. There are better ways to handle these transitions that are smooth and all that. And if you're going to tell me, well, it's because the IMAX cameras can only shoot 3 minutes of film at a time, well, that's on you, because you chose to use IMAX cameras for everything.
100%, yeah. So,
right.
I guess
Nolan owns this from tip of the snout to the end of the tail.
Yeah. So another thing that we, again, watching the Armand Arsante 1997 film, we get Athena. He's talking to Athena. Athena's a big part of the Odyssey, and let's see,
as are all the gods.
Boy, yeah, well, not in the
not in the Nolan.
Yeah, definitely. It's so yes. So of course, in some people say, hey, look, so who is Zendaya playing with her whole 2 or 3 facial expressions? So Zendaya is playing, and of course, spoilers, she's playing Athena, which, come to find out, she's actually not playing Athena.
She's a PTSD hallucination.
Yes, when because the whole time I'm telling myself that, okay, is she actually playing Athena, and what's going on with this? And there's one scene we get later on at the towards the end of the film where Odysseus is talking to Athena in the proper version, and she says to him as well, like, us gods, we can appear to whoever we want to appear to, but it's our choice. But she gives him guidance, and she tells him about his future. Versus this one, she appears to him random. And later on in the third act, yes, he starts getting PTSD about the sacking of Troy, and of course Zendaya pops out as a young slave girl or Trojan person, whatever, and she's
like she may have been a priestess.
And they wound up decapitating her, right?
Yep.
So the entire fucking film, I don't care, spoilers, it's 3 hours long, but the entire film, she's never been Athena. Yep. And I'm like, so Athena, technically speaking, is not in this fucking movie. For the whole, like, remember the marketing, Zendaya is going to be Athena, and she's such a major part of this film, and bullshit. She's not Athena. It's his guilt, and again, if you're going to do the Odyssey, man, just like at least do it fucking right.
Well, I mean, again, if what you want to talk about in the major themes of the movie seem to be, the mental health impact of warfare, the problematic nature of masculinity, and how men are inherently violent, women are kept down. And Cersei clearly has been the subject of sexual assault. You could tell by the way she pulls her arms up and kind of gets shivery and all that stuff. Right now, she's also turned her sister into a crow, but let's not talk about that. Also, if all men are just swine, then why was one of them a deer? But never mind. The whole thing of him just like talking it out with her because I've figured it out. I mean, that's entirely different in the Odyssey, but it's very much therapeutic thinking, right? The psychoanalysis and trauma and therapy, these are the themes. No, by the way, he wants to get back to Ithaca so he can leave Ithaca.
Yeah, and also too. Oh yes, back to Cersei. Like, remember in the proper miniseries, you see pigs, also bears, also lions, also tigers, all different kinds of animals. Why in this film there's only pigs?
No,
Men
you
are
got
all
deer. You got one
oh deer.
deer.
Okay, okay.
Remember,
Well, I
because
get one
he
deer.
shoots one,
Yeah, so we got pigs and
and
deer.
that's what tips him off. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah,
Not that
yeah,
he's given
yeah.
something that blocks her spell.
I feel like Anne Hathaway, like the actors for what they are given, they are trying their ass off. I do admit that the third act, there's one good scene between Odysseus and his wife, and they're talking, she's crying. Like, I feel like Anne Hathaway, she's trying her ass off.
I mean, yeah,
with
you
what she's
work with what
given.
you got. You work
Yeah,
with what you
I mean,
got.
and she is a veteran actress. I'm glad to say she's really fucking giving her all for what she's given. I do feel like the previous versions are better, but at least Anne Hathaway is fucking trying. I give her
Yeah,
that. So
yeah. So here's the funny thing for me is Nolan is clearly trying to discuss the plight of women, or the problems they have with men and all that stuff. No, by the way, Penelope has a couple of lines that are but the thing is, the actual Penelope in the original Odyssey is so much stronger, so
oh
much
yeah,
more interesting as a character. Um, an ideal of virtue and faithfulness. There's a reason that, by the way, so Agamemnon's wife, he comes back after 10 years of war. She's been sleeping with someone, and her boy plot his demise and kill him.
yeah,
And the reason that Odysseus is told this in the land of the dead is, a warning that, no, by the way, women may be fickle.
yeah,
Hey, guess what? That kind of is the reason we have the Trojan War to begin with. Although the gods are involved in that to a degree.
yeah,
But he comes into Ithaca disguised, in part to make sure that, because again, it plants the seed of doubt in his head.
yeah,
And she is the antithesis of Agamemnon's wife. She's been faithful. She's kept his kingdom in order, and tried to put off anybody taking it over, because she's supposed to protect what is his, because that's it's theirs together, but that's her role. And again, faithful, she's very clever in what she does with the weaving of the shroud, and then the unweaving at night, right? The way that she plays the suitors on, because again, these are men. At any moment they could overpower her, right? But because she's clever and understands how people work and think and all that, she plays around and does this, and no, but it's this and it's that. But comes a time the expiration date hits, right? She has to choose.
Right here from the Return, which I talked to you about, which I'm like, boy, tomorrow morning I'm gonna rewatch The Return. This is a good Penelope in this fucking movie versus what we got in this one.
Yeah.
So poor Nick's, and Nick's was saying, which one sold out. It's so depressing.
I mean, look, so after watching the Odyssey, I watched Troy again.
Yeah. Definitely a flawed film. I'm not gonna pretend Troy,
it's a mediocre film, and yet
I agree.
It exceeds the Odyssey in every aspect.
Yeah.
Cinematography, sound, dialogue, acting. It also modifies the hell out of the Iliad. There are very many things. I mean, the relationship with Patroclus is a little different.
Yeah.
There's a whole slew of things, but look, Sean Bean as Odysseus rubs his beard once, and he is smarter than what we got in the Odyssey entirely.
Yeah.
Achilles has one interaction with a slave boy, and you understand his motivations,
yeah,
and what his fatal flaw will be.
I'm not sure, Jay, if I'm drunk or like people say this on Twitter. I feel like there's certain scenes, right, with the nighttime scenes when Bernthal's talking to Tom Holland during dinner. I feel like that's actually John Bernthal shaved his head. But during the daytime scenes, it's like almost like John Bernthal's wearing a fucking bald cap. So I wonder if they filmed this film in different time settings because like it looks like a bald cap during the daytime.
Yeah,
I don't know what's
I
going
don't know,
on there.
or again, it's the lighting. Um,
Yeah.
so this is another thing. It was Nolan insists on shooting all of this in IMAX. The problem with IMAX, 70 millimeter IMAX, is that it has an aspect ratio very much like old TVs or movies prior to the 50s, where it's a little it's much more square. I mean, there's a reason that Hollywood invented the widescreen format, and it was because it was something that couldn't be replicated on TVs. 70 millimeter IMAX was designed for documentaries.
Yeah.
And so the thing is that when you have this narrower view, it's hard unless you're specifically panning a lot to show kind of the scope of an area, of a scene. Nolan's not doing that, and so everything looks small. Or look, I've zoomed out. They're on the ocean, and I was like, yeah, okay. But again, I don't get the sense of width, because our vision is not squared up like this the aspect ratio of IMAX. We are much more widescreen, right? Our job is to have a wide field of view. That's what our vision is. It's why widescreen movies are more immersive.
Yeah, definitely.
But it also helps to immerse people when you can actually give them characters, which sadly doesn't happen in this movie. And again, love the moment with Cersei. John Leguizamo is the second best, but it saying that, it's like saying he's the tallest midget.
Trying to show the format right here because we talk about different. Let's see, window
right there.
So look at like standards, which is in New York, $16, 35 millimeter, $23, HDR. So I have RPX in my area. RPX, fucking $30 for RPX. IMAX, so we have IMAX $30, and of course you have the 70 millimeter, which is only select cities $30. 4DX $35 to go see a fucking movie. Like, hey, Zach's up, buddy.
What's the 40X experience? Do they give you lotus to eat? Because
they should set you on fire.
yeah, it's Feel-O-Rama. They shoot you with the arrows to begin with. They put you underwater so you can drown when you're in the horse.
Now, another criticism, because this is, I'm trying to cover some of the quote unquote controversy, was like Christopher Nolan, including modern dialect. And funny part, I even asked ChatGPT about this, like, because like I said, ChatGPT, like you watch something like say Hercules and Xena, right? Obviously, Kevin Sorbo's American, Lucy Lawless is British, but like even if you look at Lord of the Rings, the premise is like Peter Jackson and everybody had dialogue that whether it's 50 years from now, Jay, or 10 years from now, it feels timeless. Ben-Hur, I saw Ben-Hur this year and was a fucking masterpiece. But like Ben-Hur has a feeling of like they're not speaking pure Greek, but like it feels like Greek. Even like ChatGPT said, Gladiator Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe is not even he's Australian, but like Gladiator feels like the era. This feels like guys in 2026 America, like in Ithaca hanging out. It's so modern, like almost.
Well,
like
they're at a Ren fair that they're calling Ithaca and hanging out. Yeah, I'll give
100%.
You that.
Yeah,
but like, I think it's you can modernize the dialogue. I mean, I think Troy does very well.
Okay.
There is still, however, a certain grandeur in the way you want to describe things, right? Because you're really talking about epic things, right? Or deep philosophical and religious things in the case of the Greeks when you're talking about the gods and all that. The problem is that I don't think Nolan knows how to write it.
That's like right here. Like it says right there. I think there's a difference between timeless dialogue from historical accents. They overlap. Here's a quick breakdown. Lord of the Rings, Peter Jackson, probably gold standard. People don't say, bro, let's go. They speak in a heightened, almost poetic register. There is some good in this world, or the beacons are lit. The
Yes.
dialogue feels removed. Ben-Hur, you know something interesting. Nobody's trying to sound like authentic ancient Roman. They're mostly speaking in kind of mid-Atlantic, theatrical Hollywood English, clear format. It doesn't sound modern. It doesn't sound like someone from London 2026. It still feels epic. Gladiator. Russell Crowe isn't putting on a heavy Italian accent. Instead, the dialogue is, what we do in life echoes in eternity. It's the style. Braveheart. So like it's just saying.
Yeah.
Like,
So the thing
know.
is that it much like the joke about when we were talking about doing the shorts or whatever, right? I would have wrote you a shorter letter if I had more time. The thing about when you're trying to convey certain things and make them memorable, make them stick, convey a lot of feeling and connotations and emotions.
Yes.
Then you have to sit and craft the words that you use, right? You paint a picture with the words that you use. Christopher Nolan finger paints with his feces on the script and then thinks that's dialogue. There's a reason that his worst movies are the ones he writes, and his brother Jonathan is the actual writer. He's talented. Somebody has convinced Christopher that he is also talented, and they should be shamed for gaslighting
people, this is coming from ChatGPT, which is a fucking AI. Even AI is like, here's a gold standard, fucking Lord of the Rings, Gladiator, Braveheart. The fucking AI is like, yes, these are the standards, but like it's like, even recently it's been on Twitter, Jay, we've seen Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson is fucking Mel Gibson. For Apocalypto, he had the entire cast Indonesian and Polynesian, because that's
it was actually local natives of the area.
Also subtitles too. Yeah,
right. And they spoke. Man, was it Mayan?
I'll look it up in a second because it's been talked about that. So let's see Mel Gibson, Apocalypto. But it's been so like because I've seen enough John Bernthal where he's coming up in the funny people show this Tom Holland, John Bernthal going from Odyssey to Spider-Man Brand New Day. I swear to you, Jay, the couple times when he was talking to Tom Holland, it sounded like the fucking Punisher talking to Peter Parker. It took.
I assure you, the Punisher will have better dialogue. He will, because he has deeper motivations, and somebody's actually a real scriptwriter is going to write the dialogue.
Yeah.
Again, you can modernize, but it doesn't have to be purple prose that's over the top flowery, but you have to craft the words to convey the things you want. Again, the Achilles, when he's talking to the boy there in Troy, and he was talking about you have to go out and fight, and you may die. Yes, and I remember that. He's like, I'd be afraid to, and he's like, that's why you'll never be great, and no one will remember who you are.
Yeah, look at it right there. So the entire movie was performed in the Yucatec, whatever Maya language, giving the film an unmatched level of realism and authenticity. I remember Mel Gibson said that too. He's like, people in the studios were scared. Hey, Mel, you're making a film that's on subtitles. Will people understand this? And like, well, to be fair, Bollywood and China and Chinese films and Asian films are doing it. And Apocalypto, love or hate the fucking film, boy, it felt fucking authentic. And this Mel fucking Gibson, he's like, guys, I'm not going to cast white people in a film called Apocalypto, and it worked.
Well, I point out, so his Hamlet, I think from like 92.
I gotta rewatch because I remember wasn't Jay, didn't it come out? Didn't it have so much controversy surrounding it? Like,
it was challenging because, well, first of all, people were like, Mel Gibson doing Hamlet. Mel Gibson doing Shakespeare. Get out of here.
Dude. Oh,
yeah, 90. Yeah. So here's the thing: is he did not alter.
Free on YouTube.
Yeah, he didn't alter the Shakespeare, but unlike a lot of performances that if you were used to Shakespeare in the Park or Laurence Olivier doing it, right? It was to be or not to be, right? This very he does it as if he's a normal guy suffering these things, right? And it's he's introspective when he says it, right? He's like, to be or not to be, that is the question.
Yeah.
Right. Tis noble to suffer the slings. You know, he just goes. And the way he's acting, it's very plebeian, right? The kind of thing that we would recognize. The hilarious thing is that's how Shakespeare would have done it, because he was doing things not for the big grand stage. These were low brow plays that he made for commoners, right? So taking, you know, the you know, if you're going to do the you know, moving away from the actual meter and rhyme of the Odyssey, and making it a bit more palatable for people or things like that. Okay, I'll give you that. But again, you better understand what you're writing, and you better be clear. And the fact that not only have you said, no, I'm gonna change the dialogue, I'm also gonna change many characters. I'm gonna change the core motivations. The problem is that he doesn't understand how to make all that stuff fit. He never has. It's why he's always been a bad writer. It's why Batman Begins, if you hear the word fear one more fucking time, you're gonna punch somebody, because he thinks that just repeating the theme somehow is deep writing.
When you said that, I bust out laughing talking about that shit, like in Niat's stream, like, you know, fear and everything.
Fear. How I mentioned fear.
So
not in the last 30 seconds. Well, I have now.
Another controversy. So, I mean, again, I don't. Certain times when you do, I guess, racial swaps, Jay, they make sense. They don't make sense. But Lupito Nyong'o or whatever, remember, it was criticizing Homer. And of course, my kid's 19. He's read the Odyssey in school. She's never heard the Odyssey until Christopher Nolan casted her. But like,
she has a Master of Fine Arts from Yale.
At one point, John Berth looks at her. He's like, and of course, she's been scarred, but she's the most beautiful woman in the land. She's the woman that launched 1,000 ships. I want to just point something out, and not talk about actresses' credibility, Jay, or their authenticity for what they are. But like, I'd be okay launching 1,000 ships for this woman right here. I'd be okay with that. Okay, if she want to launch 1,000 ships, I'm sure. Here we go. Let's there
are two very good reasons. The problem is, I mean, and depending on which version of the Odyssey you're reading, or the Iliad, when Menelaus comes into to Troy, he is determined to kill Helen.
Yeah.
Right. And depending on which version you see, either the sight of her face or the fact that she actually shows one breast stops him in his tracks, and suddenly the lust takes over. Now, I'll give you Sydney if she shows me a breast.
Yeah.
All right, I might be like, okay, maybe I should reconsider this. Maybe one last screw before, you know, and all that, and then I'm done. But the idea of the disfigurement of Helen is, again, an alteration.
Oh boy,
that he's making, and he's doing it again because his themes in this are about how.
Look at those massive, gigantic breasts we have right here to start a war.
Yeah, I mean, it's the face. You know, it's supposed to be, again, if you have a beautiful woman, okay, but we don't really see Helen in her full beauty, because Menelaus has disfigured her. But that's a change, because what he wants to show is men are violent and abusive, and if it's domestic abuse, or in the case of Circe, sexual violence, or Odysseus weeping and moaning about how men are, you know, no longer connected to other men. And I was like, my brother in Christ, you've been at war for 10 years. What the hell are you talking about?
And now, even in Troy, I mean, said this is still this is still
she was stunning.
I'm just saying, like, I get it, like you said, it's like, but even Lupita in her, like, you can airbrush all day, makeup all day. Look, it's
I mean, it's, again, it may have been possible. But again, it's Nolan being edgy, because he's you know, shitty edgy theater kid. But he can't, he understands, like, I want to talk about this theme. The thing is that he does it with ham fists. He can't, and he doesn't understand how doing it in this one place affects the story in 8 other places, because he doesn't understand they're connected. He kind of views it as, okay, this is the scene, this is the scene, this is the scene, right? There's a lot of Zack Snyder like in his writing, in that he doesn't really understand the connectedness.
Yeah, 100% agree. Oh boy, what else? Other controversies. Is it American Dialogue?
Now,
Let's see.
Wayland, that's wrong. He does understand subtlety, but he uses the hard B.
Yeah. Also, too, is our friend Gord King would say, like, boy, let's have a rapper. Let's do rap for the Odysseys. When I think Odyssey and Greek epics, I think rap music and rappers to be my Greek epics.
Right. So again, if your attempt is to say, okay, that rappers are essentially, or really better, like slam poets or something like that, are the current oral
I
tradition
agree
or
with
what?
you.
Okay, then let them write this shit.
Mm,
But that's not what happened, right? And if it did, fire that guy and get somebody talented,
yeah.
right? Because I can point you at NWA songs that absolutely paint a picture
Mm,
of situations. Also, Public Enemy,
it's
right?
true.
You know,
Yeah,
Run
I'll give you that.
DMC, uh,
I'll give you that. Yeah. That's it.
right? There, and I'm sure that there are plenty of modern
Mm,
otters that can do it as well.
uh,
Um, but no, it has all the lumpen leadenness of Nolan
well,
dialogue, where it's like a trick, and then bang my stick a few times, whatever.
yeah.
It was like a trick. How the fuck did anybody figure out it was the Trojan horse when you just walking around going a trick?
Exactly, Waylon. Yeah, and like I said with Zach, listen, and I'm the first one to say, like, Zach, you can make some great action sequences. Bar none. Superman in a black suit and coming out with the fucking cape is fantastic. Zach, please don't ever write a script again for the rest of your fucking life, man.
I
You
would
could
say the same thing to Christopher Nolan. Please, dear God, don't ever write a
right.
script.
Yeah.
Call your
Yeah.
brother. Find somebody else. Right. The and this is the problem, is that there are things that Nolan is competent at least,
Yeah.
you know, and at times very competent, but
Yeah.
he insists on um like an auteur status where he needs to be doing everything,
Mm,
even if he's not good at it, and somebody's convinced him that he is. And you know, part of that is the audience's fault.
mm,
um you know, now again, I think there's a reason that his worst films are the ones that he wrote.
yeah.
Right? You really see it. Batman Begins is much inferior to The Dark
It's
Knight.
what I hate
When
when I go watch.
Jonathan showed up,
I hate when I watch a fucking film that I'm like, this film's great. Then Jay covers it on the ad stream or something, and he starts breaking apart the plot and dialogue, and I'm like, oh, you asshole.
yeah,
It's like fear. We're here for fear. It's like, oh, fuck.
yeah, fear.
I still
Fear.
like too. Yeah, even like looking back, I like Batman Begins for what it is. But yeah, so remember Raza Goldie and Neeson's like, okay, Bruce, you can fight two guys. We can take it to fight on 200. Sure, yeah. Bruce can.
Yeah,
Those,
but you know, by using stealth and things like that, you know, things that he never does later.
yeah,
The I always want to divorce the you can like, you know, whatever you like. That's a matter of taste.
yes,
That's different. What you're not going to convince me of is that this is a great movie. I don't even think it's a good movie. I think it's again, I think Troy is a mediocre movie. Wolfgang Peterson is a better
mm.
director than Christopher Nolan.
Yeah. And I said when Troy came out, and we'll cover the next show. Troy did like it did average at the box office. It had average reviews, and I watched Troy like once every couple of years. I'm like, you know what? But it's on TikTok and the YouTube Shorts. The Hector and Achilles fight is fantastic. And of course, as I said, Brad Pitt and well, it's fucking Peter O'Toole. What do you expect? His scene with Peter O'Toole is fantastic.
Yes.
Then there's the rest of the film.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, you know, the initial fight with Achilles when they're dealing with the
ooh,
Thessalonians, right? And you got a guy, big guy, and all he does is just run right by him and just stab him once, and that's it. It's like, that all you got?
Zach, I won't fight you. Even Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch has a couple good cinematography scenes. 300. I mean, fucking what else?
I think he's good. Again, you know,
Yeah,
put him behind the lens.
I won't.
Do
100%.
not let him write, and
Nope.
provide him storyboards, preferably in the form of a comic book.
You know, it's funny recently because my friend Luke, who's Northern English Bastard, had Inside Man talk about Obsession and said one thing with Obsession is Corey Baker, who's doing Obsession, he's got a DP, but like some of the best directors of all time, whether it be Spielberg or Ridley or fucking anybody, they have fantastic
You surround
writers.
yourself with a great team.
Yes, it's like
Right. I mean, there's no better example than Ridley Scott in Blade Runner. Ridley didn't even understand the story he was telling. Right. He was always a replicant. Shut the fuck up.
It says so much when I brought Christian to go see the remastered version. First thing I said before we even recorded, we're walking to the car as Christian. Honest take, just tell me as your father, just how you feel about it. But like, do you think Deckard is a replicant or human? At first, before we recorded, he goes, Dad. He's like, Deckard. He's like, kid's 19. He's like, it wouldn't make sense if Deckard was a replicant. I'm like, the kid's fucking 19 and he sees it Ridley. Like, because and I didn't say Jay said this or anybody said this. I'm like, how do you feel about this film? Walking out, we didn't talk. I walked to the car. He goes, Dad, he's if Deckard was a replicant, it would make sense. And I'm like, how does a goddamn teenager see this shit, Ridley?
It has no meaning. It has no meaning otherwise. But again, this is you can be kind of dumb when it comes to the story, but still be good director and visual and all that stuff, right? But again, surround yourself with great people and do not, don't believe the hype. Don't let people blow sunshine up your ass and convince you you're an auteur and that you can competently mix audio and 800 other things that you clearly cannot do.
I had to show this because it's getting to that's why I made the meme. Jay, I showed this in our Twitter groups, but also on Facebook. I'm like, hey guys, the Odyssey is dog shit. You fucking piece of shit. Hey guys, the Odyssey is a masterpiece. You fucking piece of shit. So like, of course it'll be forgotten about in a week or so. But like right here, Chad, he's like, I hated the Odyssey more than I can express. Apart from getting ear raped, which again, the worst scoring mixing again, at least for me. I didn't hear that, so I won't debate that. But like,
well, again, I think it's again that's I have talked to a lot of people, and it's just all over the place. As to what their experiences were with the audio.
And I will admit the Cyclops scene again. The Cyclops scene I thought was pretty bad, but also the whole John Bernthal. Hey guys, so what was the point of like every other Odyssey or from Troy to the Margaret Sante film? The horse is on like legs and it's all standing up. Why? They decided to bury the horse in the beach and have half the guys drowned. Like
so the idea, this was Nolan had a dream about the horse being buried, and so as he often does, kind of works backward from I want a thing, whether it makes sense or not, he's going to do it. But the explanation is essentially the Trojans wouldn't trust it if it was like just presented as a gift and all that stuff, except that's already fucking covered where it's essentially the Greeks are like, nope, we're out this motherfucker and we're going to offer a gift to Athena, and then got in their boats and left, right? Which Troy shows, because they've taken the boats and just moved over to a cove that's far away, but they've left and they have dead that are out there that show signs of plague. And so, that makes sense. And because the Trojans are very religious, they bring it in, and that doesn't end well for them. But instead, Nolan, because he wants to do gritty, they'd be suspicious because nobody really believes in gods, even though some do occasionally. Like his crew, Odysseus's crew believes that, and Odysseus just seems to like mouth the words to placate him, except he also believes Zeus's law is the big thing. Because again, if I hear Zeus's law one more fucking time, I'm punch somebody.
Christ. Because in the to me the superior version, the miniseries, so Poseidon's in that. Also, what's the god of the wind who gives Odysseus the bag of wind right there. Mm-hmm. He's in that.
Which doesn't exist.
So this one shows a Cyclops exists. Okay. Also the sirens exist in this version.
He listens to them for no reason other than curiosity, except that in the original, he's told, but in the land of the dead, that he has to hear what they have to say. Yeah.
So it's like in this one, the god of wind doesn't exist. Poseidon, we talk about him, but he doesn't exist. Athena doesn't exist. So it's like, which gods exist in this version, dude? Like, you don't tell us. Like, anyway.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, if you're looking at the original work, so many of these encounters that he has, with Cersei, with the Cyclops, with Calypso, these are based on the rules of hospitality that they had, but it's not unique to the Greeks. This is true for a lot of older societies. As I mentioned on Neats, the reason that Sodom and Gomorrah is destroyed is not because the licentiousness and all that. I mean, the angels are set down there to check it out and try and find somebody. But the reason that it's destroyed is because they keep violating the rules of hospitality. A crowd gathers outside Lot's house and demands, because they know he has visitors. They're angels, by the way. But they know they have visitors. Send your visitors out to us. They're gonna rape them. And Lot offers his virgin daughters instead, because it would be better to toss his daughters to the crowd than to violate the expectations of hospitality that you give when you invite someone into your home. Your job is to protect them, right? That is it's a gross violation to not do so. And because these people are just breaking that hospitality law, they get zotted.
It's weird. Some people could talk about the whole, like, okay, puppies are obviously CGI puppies, but of course, John Leguizamo. So when he's trying to find Odysseus' puppies, right? Here's a puppy, he's bad, throws a fucking puppy over a cliff, dies. Here's another puppy. It's like he's killing puppies. I'm like, well, guys, yes, this is a brutal time in the fuck history.
Yeah, the Spartans did it with children.
Yeah, and the funny part, and how many people tend to forget, Jay, it's funny when you watch 300, right? And when the guy's narrating, he's like Leonidas was like, had he been weak or soft, he would have thrown him out. The opening of 300, right, is showing Leonidas' father.
It explains their culture better than anything, right? Because again,
he's showing a cliff. Like,
it would be a cruelty to raise a child who was disabled because of the expectations of being a Spartan male.
Like, the opening monologue of 300 was them over a cliff tossing out babies into their death. Like,
by the way,
okay,
why the fuck is this movie rated R?
I have no idea.
This is the most bloodless movie.
I have seen TV shows with more blood and gore than this fucking movie.
I mean, again, the Odyssey from '97. I mean,
kids.
It's true, Zach. Children are the #1 cause of child abuse in America today.
Yeah. And like, I'm sitting there at one point, like, no bullshit, I had my third Regal cup, and this is almost gone, Jay. And the fucking people talk about this too. Maybe I'm drunk, but like, this shit looked at least I can't imagine IMAX where I'm watching standard. This shit looked plastic as fuck. I'm like, did somebody go to Walmart and create this fucking armor? And again, like,
dude, look at the Trojans. They look like they went to Spirit Halloween and couldn't get anything that could fit.
I'm watching. Yeah, I'm like, tell myself that when I hear terms like budget was $250 million, well, it wasn't in the costume department.
Yeah, the problem is it's a $2 script.
It wasn't to the epic CGI for the Cyclops, and again, they're not fighting dragons. They're not fucking, like, you know what?
Well. Hold up. How about the Scylla?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
How'd you like that?
This big octopus eats 6 guys and kills them.
Octopus my ass is a couple of sock puppets that somebody just put in, just whoop whoop whoop, and it's gone, and you're just looking up. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this was the most whelming thing I'd ever seen.
I thought it was fucking gray penises the first one. Maybe I'm fucking
drunk. It could have been.
I thought it was big gray dicks that was grabbing these guys. And I'm like, am I the only person in the theater? Probably was. I'm like, I'm seeing big gray penises grabbing these fucking Greek soldiers.
Look, we all have flashbacks sometimes. Maybe you have PTSD and can spend some time with Calypso getting that
right here.
Out.
Look, we did not see this creature. We seen there's a big whirlpool, right? And they're breaking the
That's
oars.
Charybdis. Yeah.
And next thing we see fucking coming from the rocks, just gray tendrils that look like dicks grabbing guys.
Well, like, I mean, the first thing you see is a sock puppet just grab a guy and yeet by, and then it happens again.
Fucker.
That shit is over in like 10 seconds, where it's just like snack, and then everybody kind of looks around like, the fuck, and then snack, okay, in a sec, and then that's it. And they just look up into a valley and see some caves.
Yeah. So it starts right there because remember, fucking this is like, hey, we should go into so they go
The
to the right,
Charybdis.
they go to the fucking right. Next, you know, it's like boink, 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 and I'm like, was that a huge dick? I'm like, I can't tell right now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and again, it's and yeah, Odysseus, because his men absolutely believe, you know, and follow him
Oh,
after
100% will, yeah.
Circe, right? They believe it so much that when he says, "No, you need to go this way," and Charybdis will throw us out or whatever, they steer right into Scylla, then get eaten, and he's like, "What the hell?" And Odysseus is like,
I wouldn't
"Haha, I
say
knew
you,
that
yeah.
you wouldn't believe me, and the only way I could get you to do this is to trick you or whatever." And I'm like, "This wasn't smart. This is just dumb."
Gladiator has more gore. I can tell you when I walked out again 25 minutes ago. Gladiator has more fucking gore than this goddamn film.
Dude, again, the sacking of Troy in Troy
Yeah.
is far more violent and PTSD inducing than any of the weak shit in this.
Yeah.
And again, Troy is a mediocre at best movie.
And the funny part is, like, remember, I said, just watching the fucking 97 miniseries. Let me show. Let's see, they showed. Let's see, the Odyssey. They show Hermes. Hermes is not in this one, or Poseidon.
That's because there's no gods, really.
Definitely, yeah.
It's just all superstition.
What's funny too is people were bitching, right? And obviously, okay, so like in the Brad Pitt version, Hercules, everyone knows his heel, but like Hercules, normal Achilles, sorry, Achilles. Normally, he's a demigod. His only weakness is the heel, you know. But in the Wolfgang Pearson one, they make him more grounded, right? But they're bitching that, like, okay, well, that's too grounded. Now no one's going back to Greek mythology and magic. Besides the Cyclops, what magic, what mythology?
I mean, he's not really grounded. You know, the thing is, again, that Achilles he knows who his mom is. There's a reason he consults her before he goes.
Yeah.
What they don't do is explicitly say it because they assume you know something about the fucking Iliad. But even if you don't, the fact that he's just this ridiculously good fighter, and then it's a bow shot to, you know, the Achilles tendon because again, that's where his mother held him as she dipped him in the waters to make him invulnerable.
Right, boy.
But she warns him, if you go on this, you know, I won't see you again, and you will die. Right.
Yeah.
And if you stay, you'll find a woman, you'll have children, but in like 2 generations, your name will be forgotten. He chooses to have fame forever.
I wouldn't joke, Rachel. I'm sure Jay can attest to this. Like that again, the choreography they showed, and I just see the funny part as I'm going home checking YouTube shorts. Brad Pitt and Eric Bana refuse to use stunt doubles. That's actually both of them. That one scene in fucking
those fights are magnificent.
It's better than everything I've seen in this fucking 3-hour goddamn movie.
Oh, easily.
It hands down. So like,
easily.
Yeah.
And again, I mean you've seen Achilles already. When you see Hector come out, you're like, uh-oh, I don't know, man. Hector is, and then here we go. And it is just match for match. Yeah, Achilles, you can tell that he has a little extra something, but Hector is just hanging with it right up until a stone.
Yep.
That he runs into and then twists his ankle, and that's it.
Yeah.
And again, there's a reason that's put there, because as with many things in that story, very minor things have giant consequences.
I still love the fucking covering next where he's like Achilles. He's like, don't get up, Hector. He's like, I won't have a fucking stone win my victory or have my glory, but like,
that will steal my glory.
And like I said, it's like some people bitch about the opening fucking fight where Achilles jumps and hits guy in the fucking neck. He tries to move on Hector, it doesn't work. Hector blocks it. Like, oh shit, man! It's like, and of course Hector hits Achilles fucking twice. I mean, Hector is holding his fucking own. He can't beat Achilles, and I love it.
But they are at a dead draw.
Goddamn right,
you have 2 of the best men. I mean, and whoops, that one thing.
And that's what I said. It's still, even the respect with Peter O'Toole, he's like, you know what? He's like, Achilles, who's considered at this point the best fucking warrior, best character in all of fucking Greece. He tells Peter O'Toole, he's like, your son was the best I ever fucking fought. And like, just that one line of dialogue is like, that's how much respect he had for Hector. He did lose, but Hector's, you know what? If I'm the best, that fucker was still a beast in his own right. Like,
well, because again, I mean, you see him when he's fighting in Thessaly. He kills that one guy, and then he goes to the entire army. Is there no one else?
Yeah.
Is this really all you got? Right. And again, the fact that, I mean, he breaks down crying when he's putting Hector
So whatever.
into the robes so that his father can take him, whatever, right? Because he realizes, I will never meet anyone worthy of me again. You're the most worthy person I'm gonna meet.
And he even calls him brother too.
Yes.
At the end, it's like, you know, like you say, Jay, like Troy's got his fucking faults, but like there's a lot I like about it. So
yeah, what I'll tell you again, it understands the themes of the original. Now again, Nolan said, "Fuck them themes. I have my own themes." The problem is that he then tries to make it run around in the skin suit of the Odyssey, and he doesn't understand how changing those fundamental themes affect everything that follows, right? The motivations, the why you have the instead they're just events, right? Oh shit, we just ran into the Cyclops. Oh shit, we just ran into Cersei, right? Instead of realizing that these are all things about the rule of hospitality.
Yeah. Now, if Hector only would have had, like, you know, Ellen Page on his side, he would have won that fight easily, you know?
Yeah, well, unfortunately,
yeah.
And look, I mean, I think, look, so as much clowning as I've certainly done on the Sinon is the bravest, bestest, or whatever, the line at least makes sense where he talks about the bravest, because this was someone who was clearly outmatched.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Right, but still is willing to, because I mean, believe the you know, the role that he gives Sinon is to explain the gift, right? But with the understanding of risk, because Sinon gives him the you know, his lot that he had to draw because he was replacing Pattinson. But the fact that he took this knowing he was going to die, or had a very strong chance of it, right? But then Sinon later discovers in death that no, this was actually a trick. You guys were inside the whole time.
Yeah.
What the hell?
What's the point? Like I said, the thing is, Sinon is a part of the story, but not in the Odyssey. So that's why I said people.
Right, it's in Virgil's.
Some people pissed. Some people, like even my buddy RRTNZ, is like, "Do you think that was a dude?" I just feel like this casting was a choice for a DEI and also Oscar bait purposes. And Richard was like, he's like, "Well, dude, well, you know, he just won for Oppenheimer a couple years ago." I was like, dude, remember one thing: films even 5 years ago that won Oscars can't win Oscars in 2026.
Well, so there was a recent thing, and it was like within the last week or so, that Nolan told some media outlet a story about how he was removing the Oscars from his shelves while he was writing this, and his son said, "Well, you've never won one for writing, right?" There's a reason he said that. He wants one for writing. He wants to be validated. Right. And so here we go. We'll just make all the choices, because how can you deny me now?
Yeah, because when I was talking to Gord King about that, because Gord King comment with his own son, he's like, because no one's like, as I'm writing the Odyssey, I took my Oscars, I put them away, and his son's like, well, Dad, you never won one for writing. It's like, what?
Right. Sounds based, except that it's Nolan telling you that his son said that. And that's Nolan signaling to the Academy, hey, bro, give me one for writing. I don't have one for writing. What's up?
Yeah.
And I'm doing all the things that are going to be good.
Yeah, that's why I said, you know what, man, Jay, it's like it won't, like, you know, it won't change anything, but like if I Andy Serkis, and at least Andy Serkis said, hey guys, for diversity for Hunt for Gollum, he's like, Tolkien himself was influenced by a lot of Norse mythology. There's a lot of that feeling, and he says the Shire feels very, very much like a very, very white, you know, but like I'm not gonna say
Andy, where was that dedication to lore when you did Animal Farm?
Oh yeah, I'm just that's what I said. It's like, you know,
fuck out of here with your
it's
bullshit.
Like, I mean, I'm just like, but at least Serkis is like, hey guys, Hunt for Gollum, we're not going to start casting black elves and trans elves and like whatever.
Hey, it worked in Rings of Power. I don't know what we're talking about.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, I hope Andy can just like stick with that. But like,
well, we know better because he did Animal Farm.
Yeah. So that's what I wonder. It's like how much is him versus studio? Because we talked about this.
There's no studio involved. His wife is the producer.
Christ,
he could take that shit and walk away. Universal gave him a blank check. This is all Nolan.
Yeah,
he owns this thing tip to tail.
What's why, in a comparison, I'm glad Jay's here because I would say, like, when people talk about, say, like Lord of the Rings, the original trilogy, that is honoring Peter Jackson, the source material, making edits because, as Jay would say, books are different medium than film and TV shows. Now, The Hobbit, right? The Hobbit films are a very bad adaptation. The Hobbit films, technically, they're good looking films. They are actually well acted films
Are
for the
they?
most part.
Are they?
I think
Not at a video game level, the barrel jumping shit in the river. I'd
well,
like to talk to you about.
there's certain scenes in the smog is very well crafted.
Is
But
it?
it is.
By the
I'm,
way,
I'm stretching
the
here.
desolation was the word that's in that.
I still think
And
that friggin' was Cumberbatch's mocap was fantastic in that film. We're getting this.
get out of here.
But the point is, let's say so. But like, yes. So you've seen this from a technical level, though. In this film, in Odyssey, there is some fantastic wide shots. There's some fantastic. Said no one is a good cinematographer.
No, there's not. There's not. Again, they're not wide shots.
Really?
Because he shot at an IMAX.
You see the wide shots.
You can't be what again. It's as wide as an old 70s console TV.
There you go. See, where is it? I found a good shot. Like, but some shots, I said, some shots like where is it? See, pulling the Trojan horse. So there are some good wide shots in this film. From a technical level, there are shots I did like about this film.
I don't think that's the correct aspect ratio for IMAX.
I'm not sure what it is, but looking at it, it's a good shot.
I mean, it kind of, but not really, because again, this horse is so flimsy. They're just sticking swords in it. Yet somehow they're able to flip this thing over dig it out of the sea, and then drag it around, and then lift it up or whatever. Did they not hear all the fucking Greeks inside going oof, ooh, as they rolled around?
You're going like this. You're going.
No, they're not. No, again, you got gaps big enough to put swords in. Ain't nobody can put their eye and go, let me just take a peek.
That's you've seen the sequence. That sequence was odd. I'm not gonna lie. That sequence was weird. It was so CGI-ish and like it kind of I don't know how to describe that scene. It wasn't good. I don't know.
With the giants?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
okay. So I'm gonna ignore the plate mail and all that stuff, right? Because whatever. The thing that I noticed about so again, Nolan can't shoot fights. This is we know this is well established. The thing that was odd to me is the giants were they're a bit misshapen.
Yeah.
They got a lot of hip,
and
they're pretty loose in the hip, and it reminded me if you remember the movie Scarface, right? You remember when Richard Belzer introduces this kind of comic character that's walking around on the stage, and it's clearly someone like wearing a hula hoop, but with clothing over, and so as they move, their hips just are flinging to and fro. These motherfuckers did that.
It's one thing John Bronson said.
Their hips are wider than their shoulders.
Yep.
And again, they're a bit porky down low, so they're probably carrying some belly fat. I worry about their heart disease later.
Yeah.
It could be an issue.
Like these, I'm watching the sequence again. At this point, I'm already the bottle's gone. I'm drunk. I'm like, you know what? They seem very easy to kill. These things died. Like, probably don't know. John Bernthal says this. He's like, Tom Holland. He's like, Peter, Spider-Man. These guys were easy to kill. And all this pissing shit. They're pissing shit themselves. And one guy, the water's come up to his fucking face. Why can't you pull him up a little bit more? One guy's got a straw.
We got no room for that motherfucker. I mean, Menelaus is one of the ones in the fucking water.
John Bernthal.
They hand him a straw. Just breathe through a straw, bitch. Shut up.
They have one guy. He's holding him fucking down.
Yeah, well, and because again, they're trying to keep him quiet. But I mean, again, yo ass rolling around and it's gonna make some noise. Like, what is they? They got like a ball in there or something?
Yeah. No one shoots with wide shots for IMAX. So the wide is technically implied. A wide shot would be if they're panning a lot of
No, so the native 70 millimeter IMAX is like a 1.4 to 1 aspect ratio. Right. Normal wide in cinema is 2.35 to 1.
Okay.
Right. 1.4 is much closer to like a 70s console TV. Like, I mean, the old 4:3 aspect ratio that we get, because that's 1.3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is 1.4. This is much more. So pure 70 millimeter IMAX, the way that you shoot the size of the actual image on the film is very similar to the old Academy standard that existed in like Casablanca or things like that. The reason that Hollywood went to widescreen in the 50s is because TV was competitive, because you could see the exact same image. There was no pan and scan back then, because it had the same aspect ratio as TV. And they went, uh-oh, we're losing our ass to TV. So they go to the super wide stuff.
And try somebody on Twitter was just like, here's the here's a 70 millimeter versus here's the regular fucking version. Whatever. It's like, that's okay, guys. Again, I mean, just it's worth 35 after its fees, $40 your money to see the true standard version. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's taller because it was meant.
Okay. Trying to tab. It's hard to see this shit right here. So let's see. According to these guys,
Nix, I had no idea Shakira was a giant.
So according to these guys, here's there's a difference in versions, Jays. There's the
look at IMAX 70 millimeter and tell me that isn't the TV you grew up watching.
Oh God, now I can't unsee it.
Right, because again, very similar aspect ratio.
My hips don't lie. Yes, definitely. Yep. That's worth $40. That's worth taking your kid to go see. $70 to go see, because you can see 2% more of the image. Yeah, it's just,
right. But again, this doesn't match. One of the benefits for wider screens is because it matches human vision better.
Yeah. Well, so I do think that Nolan has a couple good shots in this film. There's some good cinematography shots. I'm reaching here.
No, I mean, there's a couple, but even then, I kind of struggle to point them out, because so many things are not only not memorable, but they're like disappointingly weak. It's
true,
very
Jerry,
much.
Again, that's what I found.
Yeah, so that's what they're doing. Is again, they're chopping it, right?
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, the guy who did the chopping for this said he's just chopping for the lulls, because they don't give a damn about anybody watching normal.
I mean, yeah, I can't tell if this is serious or not.
No, that's right.
Yeah. As I said, it's the closest screen. It's funny too. How many people said Jay's like, you know what? The whole generation kids are like, hey guys, here's my phone.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, but they're heavily pushing like, hey guys, go see IMAX, also see 70 millimeter IMAX. Go find one of the 10 theaters in North America that has a 70 millimeter IMAX and go spend $40 for a ticket for one of 10 theaters. Like, and it was funny because me and Jay talked about this on Tuesday. We're like, diehard fans are like, hey guys, I'm crossing state lines to go see this film. I'm like, you're
okay.
Sure, yeah.
You know, well, it's entirely possible. I mean, there's somebody who's seen God, what was that shit movie that some guy saw 100 times, and you just gotta look at it and go, really, bro? Is that it?
There's so many.
Yeah, I mean, there's somebody that did that. That's fine.
Those guys remember a couple years ago saying, guys, I seen Infinity War 56 times in the theaters. I'm like, holy shit, son. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I think you have to understand where IMAX came from. IMAX was originally a documentary format, and it was made to project in domes. It actually had a custom lens.
I think you told me
that shot this, right? And so they stopped doing that because and instead made, the big IMAX is just basically big tall screen, kind of like the ones we used to have in movie palaces, except ours were also wide in the movie palace. Oh look, it's 7 stories tall. Neat. We had them. They were also very wide as well. But the thing is that everybody's stroking out. By the way, no, these aspect ratios are completely fucking wrong, right?
I mean,
1.43 to 1 is not that fucking wide.
Look, I was checking Reddit, and Reddit wouldn't lie to me.
Well, Reddit is full of shit.
See, this is what the internet tells me.
I was like, dude, get out a tape measure and look. My man is showing like 3 to 1 aspect ratio here. Talking, get the fuck out of here.
These are people on fucking Twitter saying Christopher Nolan is a genius.
Yeah,
this is a masterpiece of guys. I'm like, fuckers, I'm drunk and I can see the difference.
Yeah, look at this film strip at the fucking bottom. You ever been in a theater that offered you this fucking view? This is wraparound vision, man.
I love the internet. Christopher Nolan, he's an auteur.
Lord Jesus, help me. Yeah.
There's no one. See this on Instagram. Let's see. This says right here, which one should you choose? Of course, the best experience, also the most expensive one, Jay, is IMAX 70 millimeter. You see up to 26% more picture. Oh, Nolan's full 143.1 aspect ratio. If you can share. Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is, I mean, the way that they're pushing IMAX and he's
oh yeah,
again, Nolan is latched on to look. I've shot everything in 70 millimeter IMAX, and the thing that I do with any use of technology is, and that gives you what? And really, the only thing that I could draw from this is that it gives him exclusivity and makes him seem like he's some sort of edgy auteur, which means that people who flock to see this, people who reserved this a year in advance, are just trying to signal that look at me, I'm a smart boy because I follow the genius. Nolan is not a genius.
What's scary is I went to go see it at 7:00 showing at IMAX, and the girl was like, "Hey, she's like, we have one seat left." I'm like, "Okay." She's like, "It's sold out," but she's like, "People were buying tickets last week to see this in IMAX," and I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "Well, I'll pay the $4 surcharge with Regal, Jay." But like, he said, "Yeah, people were buying the seats for this last week. It's such a
no. People were buying this a year ago."
Jeez, yeah.
They were reserving shit for that, right? I mean, the IMAX stuff was sold out like several weeks in
that's
advance.
what I said. I mean, the fact that it's a Friday night for me in New York, and I'm like, wow, there's 2 showings are sold out for IMAX. Okay, but the hype is real, but also I wonder what's gonna happen next week and the week after. It's like, yes.
So there are plenty of these IMAX theaters that are pre-sold out for like 2 or 3 weeks in advance.
Wow. Yeah.
Right. Now, the thing is, yes, box office number big, but there's an exclusivity to it, right? And that's part of what this is. This is artificial scarcity, right? Oh, you're a pleb who just saw it in the the normal 35 millimeter or DCP. You didn't really understand the movie. You didn't see it the way the artist intended it to be, because your ass didn't drop $50. And if you drop $50, you're going to come out going, God damn, that was good. Hell yes. Because you don't want to admit you were stupid and spent $50 on this.
The whole way Ellen Page got speared by that fucking spear and killed. IMAX was fantastic.
Yeah, you had to see. I mean, you had to see the height. You had to realize just how much of the sky was above this 4'9".
I mean, I wanted to pay $20 extra to see the fucking Cyclops' vagina eye. That's what I'm paying for.
Yeah, I mean, if you actually look, you can see that it had recently douched. But you have to see that only in the 70 millimeter IMAX.
It's crazy because on fucking Twitter and like Instagram and Facebook, people are just like, yeah, they are like this is the greatest fucking film in the past 10 years. What?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I've seen people that go, this is the greatest film I ever saw, and I was like, this is the first time you went to a movie. But it's not just FOMO, right? So part of this is. And I've noticed this with Nolanites, and oh, by the way, Eggers fans are another one that are starting to catch up to the Nolanites in this. It's not, and this was true for Marvel and everything else. These things are becoming means of expressing identity.
Yeah,
right. And how dare you attack our Lord and Savior Nolan? Because I don't have any other fucking identity in life, or I don't have any other real meaning. I certainly can't mention what church I go to, you know, or anything like that. So we've picked these empty corporate fucking vessels to then signify our identity.
Yeah.
And a lot of people need external validation of that entity, identity. So it's look, I am smart because I follow person that we all agree is smart. And I'm like, I don't agree with that. Also, I don't outsource my thinking to anybody.
I mean, I just want to say, like, the masterpiece of Tenet, which cost 200 million, Jay, did 366 million. I mean, like, wow, this.
Yeah, but that was in a time of the COVIDs and right.
What about Interstellar? Let's see. That was 2014. So budget and box office. Let's find out. Because no one. So I mean, again, budget 165, so 774. Yeah, did good money, of course. But his biggest box office, damn sure, is Oppenheimer. So.
And the Batman stuff.
Yeah, I have to ask you because I've been down to ask.
Dark Knight Rises is actually the most profitable of the Nolan Batmans.
Wow, I have to ask you, Jay, because I've been dying for the past year to ask you this. When people say terms like, okay, Barbenheimer, right? Like, what is the fucking mentality for, like, okay, so I'm taking my girlfriend to see Barbie, so I'll go see Oppenheimer. Like, how does Barbie's success make Oppenheimer do more money? I don't want to, because I'm not blowing $50, $20, $30 on an Oppenheimer film if I don't want to see it. Like, what is the
you will if it gets you blown.
Yes, you're right.
That's what I thought.
Okay, I just didn't get the whole like Barbenheimer thing. Like, who's supposed to be?
Yeah, so it was a mix. Again, the we're gonna market that it's a his and hers. Okay, you saw hers because the only men going to see Barbie were gay men, and those dragged there by their women. But okay, then trade off. Then we watch what I want to watch, which is Oppenheimer.
Okay. Right. Because I will say, like, they admit, like,
because ain't no women to see this shit.
True, yeah. Well, because that was high school. I mean, high school, I can name to this day 10 fucking friends. Like, Chris, I don't want to go see fucking Titanic. Yeah, why going for? I'm getting a blowjob. It's okay.
Yeah, well, 40 also points out. Yeah, you taking kids and you got daughters, and so you're like, okay, you watch Barbie. I'm gonna go watch this shit because I ain't watching this Barbie shit. Fuck you.
Gotcha. Okay, I guess so. Yeah. People said Titanic. People tell the fucking how big Titanic was. Like, there isn't a single guy I didn't know who didn't go see Titanic, but they didn't go by themselves.
I didn't go see the Titanic. I'd already had spoilers. I knew how I did.
Well, because you had established marriage, but so many guys in high school, like, I don't want to see this shit.
Yeah, again, if you're trying to get laid, you'd be like, oh, look, this is the best idea I got. Let's go see this shit. Where she's like, nah, there ain't no room for you. Get the fuck out. Get in that ocean.
Yep, that's why. Because what was the fucking budget box office? Like, it was like some crazy numbers, man. Like, what was it fucking?
Oh, it made stupid money.
Jesus, like 1997 did $2 billion. So many guys got laid.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is that it's 11 times budget.
Yeah.
Now go look at Obsession.
Oh yeah, we're talking about that's a whole different beast. Yeah.
A bit more than 11, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Obsession's that's the one outlier, which I'm happy my friend.
The one outlier. There's a lot of movies. How about Star Wars? Let's go take a look at.
Well, yeah, no. Well,
my understanding there was only one fucking outlier.
In terms of modern audiences, yeah. Which I said, I'm happy. Like my friend.
Man, modern audiences, they ain't ever had a chance to have a reasonably budgeted movie because nobody can control their expenses.
Well, it's like you said. The thing is, like, how did Obsession do? I think Obsession just hit like 450 or something. Let me find out, because Obsession. The funny part is
424, like, something like that.
Like fucking Luke said, dude, Obsession is still out in theaters right now.
And again, I don't want to hear another goddamn thing about how
429. Holy
yeah.
Fuck.
Now understand this is all young audiences. The
also,
demographic
word of mouth.
Yeah, and it's all word of mouth, right?
Because the marketing was shit for this film. I
they had no money to begin with. It was $750,000 for the movie. But the thing is that I don't want to hear any more from Hollywood. The sad excuse about, oh, it's TikTok brain. The TikTokers, they just don't have the attention span. Again, look at this movie, and this is all young people. Because if you give them something interesting and good, they will show up to see it.
because the teaser's out for Lie to Me too, which like Lie to Me. So sorry, Lie to Me film, the horror film there, Lie to Me horror film, film budget and box office. Because they just put the teaser show for part 2, but yeah, it's just like it's Lie to Me, same thing. It's a small indie, I guess, kind of indie, but like that's where it's popping up. Yeah. I will find you.
Right.
It's the stupid one with the ghosts and stuff in the hand. I thought that was Lie to Me.
Talk to me or
talk to you, right? It's on. Talk to me.
I understand that when people talk to you, they're lying. I get that.
Yeah, talk to me.
Or are you saying whenever you talk to people, you're lying?
Yeah, talk to me. Budget and box office. So like, I mean, yeah, like it's still horror films, man. The fucking it grossed 92 million and the budget was 4. Like, there you go.
That's 20 times.
Yeah,
that's not the same as 400. What the hell?
Yeah,
see, I knew. See, I'd already had it spoiled, so I didn't even go.
I like the fact that, dude, I seen that fucking the YouTube short like a year ago. James Cameron's like, yeah, guys, I admit it's been 25 years. He's like, I won't lie to you. Jack could have fit on that fucking that.
Hell yes, it could have. We all knew that.
James Cameron spent 20 years saying there's no way in hell Jack could have fit on that fucking door. He's like, guys, what's like,
yeah, upon further review, we realized the physics were a little different.
I showed Goodwin the fucking short, and I was dying laughing because he mentioned on fucking the stream. So it's like when Arnold's like, he's like, James, yes. So I'm in the film, yes. He's like, so in the first film, yes. I come out of the time machine. I killed all the guys, yes. So why in the second film I don't kill any of the bikers?
Yeah, it seems like until I get the command, I should be killing people. And he said, "Shut up, Arnold, and just do what the script says."
It's been when Schwarzenegger said that, and I'm like, "Fucking Goodwin, goddamn!" Even Schwarzenegger told Cameron this shit. He's like, "What? How come I don't kill nobody in the opening of this movie?"
Like, well, because I'm a cuck. That was James's actual answer.
Goddamn, Jay. Like, yeah, that's like I still love that film. He's right though. Schwarzenegger's like
Rose killed more people than Arnold did in that movie.
It's true, and it's funny because we said this on stream recently. Where like I told this to Nix, and then we watch him. Where it's like I seen Terminator 2. My dad brought me to go see that with my 2 sisters, and I was 11, so they were 8 and 6. My dad brought a 6-year-old to go see a rated R Terminator film, and she was
it's fine. It was a children's movie.
Like Jason, she's like, yeah, have your 6-year-old watch Hellraiser.
Yeah.
You piece of shit,
enjoy those nights, yeah, when they're like, I can't because I had a nightmare. Oh, damn it. They're going to be in bed with us for a month.
Fucking good one to destroy my childhood. I'm like, hey, it's not wrong.
You can enjoy the children's movies. I like the Never-Ending Story.
I know, that fucking horse. Mm-hmm.
By the way, that was also done by Wolfgang Petersen.
Oh, God, yeah.
The guy who did Troy. Also did Das Boot.
Yeah.
Wolfgang Petersen is better than Christopher Nolan.
Wow.
Look at his filmography and make the argument.
Let's see, what has he done? Wolfgang. Goddamn Germans, look at this shit. Let's see, Das Boot,
Perfect
Troy.
Storm, In the Line of Fire, Das Boot.
Oh, Line of Fire.
Troy,
Enemy Mine. You fucker. God, I love that movie. Oh, I love Enemy Mine. That's aside. Do Outbreak. I watched Outbreak as a teenager like 20 fucking times. Dustin Hoffman's so good. Okay, Outbreak. Das Boot, Troy. Bicentennial Man. Oh, you piece of shit. Like, you know what? Instinct.
Yeah, just go to his IMDb and look.
That's just like I won't look anymore. IMDb. Yeah, you're not wrong. Damn. He's so far in him versus Nolan, man. 2 Oscars, 10 wins, and 13 nominations. Fucking A, man.
Yeah, he isn't glazed nearly as much.
Yeah.
But take Nolan's best and put it up against Peterson's.
Yeah, I mean, fucking A. This man's got some fucking films.
Just look at the director.
What's the purple for? It's a director. Okay.
Click it.
Okay.
No, it's not enabled.
This is no fucking.
No, again, right there. Move over to director. Click. Thanks.
Right.
Hold on.
4 Against the Bank, Poseidon, Troy, Perfect Storm, Line of Fire, Shattered, The Boat,
Das Boot. Yeah. Enemy Mine,
Swords, Consequence, yeah. I mean, no. Well, I mean, Nolan did. He did Tenet. Yeah, I mean, he did Memento. So
Yeah,
uh-huh.
Memento's a good movie.
T2
Is it
didn't.
better than Das Boot?
Well, listen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tell you
So
which one did a better Homer movie.
yeah. Yeah, so like I said, this is like, so as people say, Jay, this is not, it's not the Odyssey, it's
Oh, scroll back. Nix is looking for some bagels. There was a good ad there. Yeah.
No, it's like, so this is Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey, not the Odyssey. This is the modern version of the Odyssey.
No, Nolan's The Idiocy. Look, I think that if I was scoring the movie just because I'm taking adaptation and throwing it away because it's not really.
Yeah.
You know, again, it's like it's like when you see a TV movie that's inspired by true events. I was like, okay, so there's going to be a headline and vaguely something, but it's going to be totally different than what actually happened, right?
Yeah.
When it's based on, at least we're going to try and get the names right and the general sequence of events and all that stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with this was inspired by the Odyssey and
Yeah.
Virgil and 8 other people. I think from a technical, like just the movie as it is, I think it's in the bottom 3 of Nolan movies.
Damn.
And I can make an argument that it's at the bottom, but I haven't convinced myself of that argument yet. I think, but it's in there. I think there's some good moments. It is unfortunately hamstrung by a complete lack of characterization, and so I can really only give it like a 4.5, 4, something like that, because I don't think it makes it to like a mediocre movie. I think it's subpar, but it's not a 1. That's reserved for Yui Bowl and Rebel Moon with Zack Snyder. Anything that Zack Snyder writes is going to probably be in that one category. Although it might have better cinematography.
The one thing is seeing Matt Damon also, like this right here, for 2 years ago, motherfucker's 61 years old, and I'm looking like better Odysseus than Matt Damon. He just is like.
Well, he can also act.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, and that's what said Rachel. Like at some point, but maybe 2-3 weeks, I'll get Jay and Gary. But like, this is such an underrated fucking performance. I'm like, I'm pissed at after watching this film now. Matt Damon, I like Matt Damon, but like, The Return needs more fucking love because he just like, how did this bomb, Jay? Like, this is such a good fucking movie. Like, it's.
Well, again, I mean, it came out in an era where it was like, are you Marvel? No. Well, then why are we talking?
Yeah. As I said, I'm pretty sure.
Right. And this was kind of an indie movie. It wasn't big budget and pimped around and all that.
Definitely.
I mean, The Father. How the hell is that movie not all over the? Well, because again, it's a small indie movie that again is it's fantastic on multiple. It's not just Anthony Hopkins acting. I mean, it is the director is doing things that Nolan couldn't understand.
Yeah. What damn film?
I think if you take Nolan and put him in different eras, he's a low mid-tier director.
Sorry, hit that point now where it's like I'm just like, I like the guy, but like I'm starting to wonder if like boy, if he's overhyped.
Again, he's tallest midget.
Yeah. Again, fantastic film. Well, even like, what was it when Downey did like The Judge with De Niro? Or De Niro, what's his name?
Robert Downey Jr.'s Chaplin is fantastic.
Well, so people were saying like, but when he's not, but since Marvel came out, when he's not doing Iron Man, boy, his films aren't doing that well. It's like it's people now they're following. People love to follow Tony Stark. They don't want to follow Robert Downey.
Yeah. Well, I'm with Nix. Yeah, the Odyssey is the perfect excuse to doom scroll on TikTok.
Yeah, really.
I mean, this thing is edited like TikTok.
Definitely, yeah. So, what can I say about it? I just want to do like a live reaction with Jay. Like, I wanted to enjoy it, but of course, social media is still at 18th. Honestly, with Spider-Man brand new day coming out, this will be forgotten about pretty soon. Jay, I mean, I just
I don't know if that's true. I think that again, because there's a bit of FOMO and social signaling and all of that. It could have legs. You can't really, like certain dumb shit like Supergirl. I was like, that's doomed. I'm sorry, this is never taking up. This is one of those things where there is externalities that are separate and apart from like the movie itself. There's a lot of social positioning and political stuff going on it as well. And so it could do well. I don't know that it's gonna make money, because this was a big budget with a big marketing budget. This thing has to make at least 800 to break even.
Yeah.
And the focus on IMAX, you're getting good returns right now or whatever, but I don't know how much repeat viewing you're going to have.
That's what I said. I mean, it's definitely going to have a very strong opening weekend, but just like the whole like it's going to hit 1 billion. I don't know about that. We'll see. But
could
and that's the same problem.
And again, there's people that are coming out that they're. So when you say I love this movie, okay, love it. Again, I love Ice Cube's War of the Worlds. I also know it's an absolutely dog shit movie.
That movie's fantastic,
but it is brilliantly hilarious. Madam Web.
This movie's a masterpiece.
Yeah, Madam Web is hilariously good. It's one of the best. The Acolyte was the best unintentional comedy series that 2024. I was disturbed it didn't get awards for that. But again, I love plenty of bad movies. I love plenty of mediocre movies. And by the way, I love a lot of good movies.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between saying I like something and it is good. Right? You might like shooting heroin. Doesn't mean it's good.
Damn right. No, it's that's what we said. It's like, it's I just like you said, no, at this point, no one's become like that weird fan base. So like, he's the greatest auteur of a generation. I've traveled state lines. It's the greatest film I've ever seen in my lifetime. And I'm like, boy, I mean, my kid's 19, and I'm like, guys, like this thing could be the greatest film of his lifetime. Like,
yeah, again, when I hear this is the greatest movie I've ever seen, and I'm like, is this your first time at the theater? Is this have you seen movies? Maybe the two that you saw were War of the Worlds and the Odyssey. Okay, I'll give that to you. It's the greatest one you've ever seen. But if you just objectively like compare this to other movies, no, it's not.
Mm-hmm. What was Rachel doing? Dinosaur Hunt. What the fuck are we doing here?
I mean,
2026. Oh my god.
That's no Velocipaster.
It's like they want nothing more than to feast on human flesh.
Yeah, they're not the only ones.
Oh boy,
yeah, I mean the former. Yeah, obviously the latter can be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
in fact should be encouraged.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I watched it one time, a couple of times. Just like I took 3 bathroom breaks, and I was just like, boy, maybe I'm spoiled because again, on YouTube, free, also on Tubi, I just watched the 1997 miniseries. Watch that, then watch this, and I'm like,
okay. Well, I'll tell you another thing. The one of the key marks of a great movie is the more you watch it, the better it gets. Not because you're inventing headcanon, which happens a lot with Nolan movies, because he's not really telling good stories, and so people think he must be smart, and we get an Emperor's New Clothes kind of thing where they invent a movie that wasn't actually shown on the screen. But watch it like for the technical aspects. Tell me if it gets better or not. That'll give you a clue. If you go, okay, I saw this is great. Do you want to see it again? Do you? Okay, well then watch it. Does it get better, or are you convincing yourself that it's better because you want to confirm your biases, or you want to fit in? You want to go with whatever. Like the movies are stories. They stop trying to treat them as if they are very important things that give us social status, or that we by proxy live through and get social clout from the makers of them. We don't.
Yeah.
We are just, you know, the customer. Well, and half of this isn't it, we're not even the customer, we're rubes, right? They really view you as we can put out any
Yeah.
slop. Witness what Disney's been doing with Lucasfilm, right? They just think they can put Star Wars label on a dog turd and everybody has to show up because the label's on it. Stop identifying yourself by shit that isn't actually fundamentally part of you, that you don't have any control over.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when I go into a film that's three fucking hours long, Christopher Nolan, I want to like it, but I'm like, I just said it's like social media. I mean, it'll die down because social media people have like attention spans of a fucking hamster. Social media, it's big buzz right now because it's been 2 days. But like, yeah, just like, I mean, it's Jay.
All the Nolanites won't. Again, they're like the Snyder Bros and the Gun Boys,
yeah,
and the Eggers heads. You know, they are autistic about this thing because it's what identifies them. But yeah, the vast majority of people will be like, "Oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever." Until next thing.
You know what? I don't disagree with you, and Jason. That what a fine film.
I mean, Ray Harryhausen, you know, understood characterizing stop motion characters and you know, actually, I mean, again, watching the fights with the skeletons after the blood of the Hydra is thrown out. Look at those skeletons; they all have personalities.
Yeah,
it's just he was a genius at what he did.
Well, as you said, D-mind is because the problem is like they just see like, you know, we're just mindless, stupid consumers and sheep, and like that's why indie filmmakers are doing so well. But like in such a long debate because when No the English Bastard talked about obsession with Inside Man, it's like, you know, yeah, Corey Barker has carte blanche with a small indie film for 700,000, but okay, go ahead and now helm a film that costs like 200 million. Boy, studio execs, and it's a whole different ballgame. When it's why it's small.
But to be fair, you know, studio interference has saved a lot of movies too.
True. Yes.
Right. We always go it was the studio interfering, and I was like, was it? Because I've seen the director's cuts of a lot of movies.
That's true too.
And thank God the studio stepped in and said, "Step aside, son."
Yeah, that's why. Like, you know, I don't know. So Odyssey costs $250, but the film of the year's Blue Heron costs really? I don't know Blue Heron. What's Blue Heron? I don't know. Blue Heron. I don't know. It says 2025 bill. So is that maybe last year, maybe. So I'll check it out. I mean, it's been so far from me. It's horror films. It's been like an obsession, undertone. I mean, I still think like, you know, because technically speaking, it's a 2025 film, but so far for me, my favorite film of this year is just because, goddamn, it's like, you know, I can never complain about how hard my life is because spend 10 minutes watching this film. For me, eventually I'll watch it with Jay. This film will change just getting up, I'm talking to friends, talking to people in the chat right now, just going to the bathroom, just going to see a movie. This man's life, there's a reason during this film he wants to, because on YouTube, unalive himself. And like, you understand that, and I'm so glad, like, I hope more people see this film because this film was fucking fantastic. Like, it's this man's life, like, what a dude, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, not only that, but the actor who is stuck in Rings of Power and you would think is absolute shit because of the material is actually fantastic. And that's one of the things that you know, I look at with like the Odyssey. It's going to be hard for some of those actors to be able to deliver a good performance because you just don't have anything to work with.
Yeah. So with my obsession, Jay.
Yeah. Yep. And EDM is right. Morton Over Hathaway. Yep.
Yeah. You seen it?
Yeah. I mean, Cersei was that was the one stand-up that I was just like, okay, somebody came to work. And but it also helped that there was a very kind of self-contained character that was there.
Yeah. And bro, Jackson's got some interesting opinions, but I still love it.
It does. Wow.
It's like,
we'll give him time. See if he ripens.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Odyssey said I wasn't as a cliche is. I had low expectations, and like I said, this is just my personal opinion. I've told anybody, listen, as well, like with even our neurotic said on Twitter, he said, "Hey guys, a lot of people love this film. God bless you." And I'm not gonna call anybody stupid, Jay. Well, because Jay's a dick, but like I won't call you stupid for liking this film, but like it's I am looking forward to our friend Nick Masculine Mondays rewatching Troy again. I want to watch Return again with Jay. I watched the Odyssey. I have no desire to watch this again. I just don't. Like it's just I watched it one time. I'm good. I
Yeah,
feel like
mean, I'm sure that there are plenty of people that love this movie, and bless your little heart for loving it. But so Proctor was talking about he wants to hear my opinion on Obsession. Next week on Niats, we'll be covering that on Movie Nights.
Yeah.
Niat.
Yeah, Obsession. I've said before the past like 6 months, I'm glad Vex, Nadia J, people, whether you love or hate Obsession, the bottom line is it's showing Hollywood, because I did watch Obsession. I bought it on digital. I've seen it 3 times already. Boy, there's no trans characters or race swaps or gay. It's a monkey's paw. That's it. It's the most basic bare bones story. And Jay has said so many streams. He's like, boy, simplicity is so hard to get right.
Yep.
And
Simplicity's hard.
There is no the entire film,
but nothing pays off, Ben.
It's one sentence. Guy has a crush on a girl. He fucking wishes for him to love her. Monkey's paw. Even Corey Barker is like, hey guys, I watched The Simpsons.
But there's a twist.
Yeah.
Right. And the interesting twist on it is that it's not just, he gets it, because the normal monkey's paw is I get it, and then she'll become so clingy she drives me nuts or whatever.
Yeah.
The interesting twist is this is involuntary for her.
Yes.
And she's still in there. That makes it a much more interesting
douchebag
story to talk about.
Yeah, Luke, again, today on YouTube, I watch it to my kid when he gets home Sunday, because I do want to see this for his own personal homework. I was like, watch, we got YouTube for free. Watch Odyssey, Armando Sante, part 1, part 2. I can tell you, because I watched that going into this, and I'm like, boy, that's just take away the whole it's a special effects from 1997. No shit. But like, again, it's a way better film.
If you give me good story and characters, I can overlook a lot of shit.
Yeah,
but definitely. You can put the best effects in the world on a dog shit story and characters that I don't care about, and it's a bad movie.
I mean, this film,
movies exist to tell stories.
Yeah, the actors are trying. Some shots are well shot, but overall, just I'm not gonna, like Jay said, film is the 1 out of 10. Also, nowhere near. Anyone says this is a fucking masterpiece, no one's greatest film, boy, have you only watched one film? No, it's not. Like, yeah. Well, the Odyssey, Ty Sinners. Oh, again, that's. I'm not gonna fucking. I'm just saying, like, cast in fucking Black Helen of Troy and also Elliot fucking Page. It seems to be so Oscar baity, because like,
best supporting actors tied up.
Yeah,
it's because they missed the opportunity with Emilia Perez, because certain comments about an Austrian came up right before. I was like, come on, cowards, give all the Oscars.
Hey, R2, what's up, buddy? It's a masterpiece. And remember, R2, social media, if I say, hey guys, this is not a 10 out of 10, that's because I'm racist and phobic and blah blah and everything.
Well, that's separate and apart from my opinion on this.
Even though me and Goodwin Tuesday are covering a very underrated film, which is so hard to find, called Amazon Women, which has Arsenio
Amazon
Hall,
Women on the Moon.
Which maybe today, for just to help myself out, I watched the first 15 minutes, and I purposely turned the film off because I was crying, laughing so fucking
hard. Look, the bitch don't live here.
Yeah. And top of the film, like, I have my kid watch. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Like, because we the blaxploitation, but like, we're all racist and misogynistic and et cetera, et cetera.
No, I'm good with that. Go ahead, call me whatever. I'll just call you an idiot.
Yeah, so cool. Jason, today's technically it's my Saturday, so anything coming up for Nia's taking a break, right?
Yeah, we're not doing anything this week for Sunday. So yeah, next thing I'll be dealing with is
R2 Tuesday. We're covering that, and I think Nick may call audible because Sam Neill passed away.
We decided on Troy.
Okay, yeah. So me and Jay will be for Nick, so I'm asking monies for Troy. Then of course R2 Tuesday, Amazon Women again. I purposely I turned it off. I want to watch it with Jay live again because I watched 15 minutes and like I forgot how much I love that fucking movie. It's so good.
I mean, I again watching it, I was
Hey,
like,
pal.
oh, I have issues with this movie, but in every aspect, it is superior. To
I mean, I'm just happy because I talked to Jay about it. There's plenty of films this year. I've done 3-minute shorts, and I'm like, I'm walking out of the theater. I'm like, if Jay's available, hopefully I can get a friend to like bounce off of like the Odyssey. I'm like, there's no way I can do I can't do a 3-minute short for a film like this. There's too much of fucking to discuss, man. But like, what a letdown. Will it do $1 billion? With Spider-Man competing with it, it's got 12 days for Spider-Man comes out. Will this do $1 billion? I have no idea. But we said, if this doesn't do $1 billion, technically it's a box office. It's not going to do well at the box office. It's got to.
Yeah, I think it's due. It needs to do at least 800 million to break even. And it might need more than that. But
and again, and like even breaking even, that's not nothing. That's nothing to brag about.
Nobody, puts that kind of money at risk to break even.
Yeah. Again, R2, I mean, I don't know because it's like because they are heavily fucking they are pounding the IMAX down our fucking throats. So like it could. I mean, I didn't think Oppenheimer would do 900 million. So we'll see, man. Yeah. So all right, yeah. So
well, we've got what 3 after the Odyssey. We have 3 major, like predicted possible billion movies. So we have the Spider-Man, we have Doomsday, and we have Dune 3.
You're right. Yeah, Dune. Yeah. Yeah, no, boy, August is so fucking depressing. We have Insidious. Yes. Sure. Mutiny. Yeah, it's goddamn August. So well, I mean that's a low bar right there because Odyssey doesn't have Joaquin Phoenix getting essayed by prison guards.
Look, they were curing his trauma. I mean, why didn't Calypso try that?
Holy fuck, that was a dog shit. That was word. Yeah. All right,
Calypso could have done that, and then Odysseus could have just left after like a day. It'd been fine.
Yeah. So it's a flawed film, but Monday we're covering Nick's Masculine Monday for Troy. A flawed film, but like, boy, after just watching this, drunk as all hell, guys, I will watch Troy on fucking repeat before I ever watch this again. Just not being mean. I have no desire to ever watch this again.
Yeah, there's certainly more interesting themes.
Oppenheimer didn't. That's true. It's R2. It's box office is funny. I mean, I didn't think Minecraft.
To be fair, R2, there's no reason for this movie to be R-rated. Other than maybe they use that too many F-bombs, in which case, okay, now you're just being.
I mean, edgy.
Because there's no blood really. There's no sex.
Like Minecraft, I knew Minecraft would do money. I didn't think Lilo and Stitch and Minecraft would do $1 billion. I'm like, especially Minecraft. I'm like, it was just like shitty kids film, but like $1 billion. Like, we will see. I don't know, man.
No.
All right, so I'll see you on Monday, Jay.
Indeed,
guys. Thank you for stopping by. I'll do this again sometime. All right.